Rekha was the epitome of charm and elegance in her prime Bollywood era, and nobody embodies it better than her. So today's makeup look is going to be inspired by her. Her signature makeup look that she used to wear is characterized by bronzy base, halo eyes, and bold lips. So let's get started. I'm starting by priming my face with an oil controlling primer since I have very oily skin. And oil breaks down your makeup faster, so we want to control all that oiliness to make our makeup last longer. For my base, I'm starting with some color correction, and for that I have mixed my regular concealer with some orange corrector. I'm targeting it mainly around my mouth, underneath my eyes, and my forehead where I have most of the hyperpigmentation. Orange color is going to neutralize the bluish and purple undertones of the hyperpigmentation. If you just can't wait for it to set like me, take some loose setting powder and dust it all over the face wherever you have used your color corrector. If we look at Rekha Ji's makeup, the base looks pretty full coverage. So to achieve that, I'm taking Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 339 and MAC NC46. One is a little lighter for me and one is a little dark. I'm using a foundation brush to blend it into my skin. Whenever you want to go for full coverage, go with foundation brushes instead of your beauty blender. Beauty blenders tend to absorb some products, so they do not give you that much of a coverage. I don't know if you noticed, but she always has this very well defined and contoured face. So I'm going to be defining my face using e.l.f. Halo Glow Contour Wand in the shade Deep and Tan. It is one of the best, you guys, in the market because one, it offers a good shade range. Second, it blends so damn easily. So I'm contouring mainly my cheekbone and my forehead. I'm leaving my jawline here because I feel I already have a pretty defined jaw. But of course, I'm going to be contouring my nose, and for that, I like to use a fluffy eyeshadow brush. And one of the best ways to do it is to connect the bridge of your nose with your brows. It looks super natural, yet your nose looks pretty snatched. This look demands the application of blush in a lifted fashion, and let me tell you the easiest way to do it. Keep your hand by the corner of your nose, pointing it toward the top of the ear, and start building it up slowly with a brush like this. But keep in mind that you're not bringing it inside more than the outer third of your eye. Keep it limited up till there. Also, the blush that I'm using is very muted and cohesive with the overall color story. It looks pretty natural on my skin tone because I could not see much of blush domination here as we see in today's makeup looks. By the way, I'm using blush from K-Beauty in the shade Rustic Rush. To add some highlight to my face, I'm using Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Caramel. I've targeted mainly underneath my eyes, on the side of my nose, and on my forehead. Also at the corner of my eye, and I'm blending it toward my temple for a snatched and lifted look. Next, I'm going to set my base with some loose setting powder. This is an essential step if you don't want your makeup to move. Along with that, powder application helps in blurring the pore and texture on your face. Of course, it's not going to erase that, but definitely minimizes it. I have oily skin, so I'm going to be setting my entire face, but if you have normal to dry skin, you can focus it mainly in your T-zone. At last, I'm locking my base with Matte Plus Poreless Setting Spray from Maybelline. To begin with the eye makeup, I'm starting by filling in my brows with a micro brow pencil from NYX, because well-defined brows are one of the prominent feature of her makeup look. And when you do it, always make it sure that the arch and the tail of your brow are the darkest. The head of your brow is supposed to be the lightest. Next, I'm cleaning around my brows with some concealer. This step is going to make your brows look even more structured and defined. To prep my lids, I'm using concealer as the base. Don't forget to set your concealer with some loose setting powder. This is going to avoid creasing. Classic golden bronzy halo eye is the only eye look that I've seen her acing in most of her looks. And thankfully it looks equally flattering on hooded eyes like mine too. So for that, I've taken a dark brown eyeshadow. I'm packing it in the inner and outer corner of my eye. I'm packing it below my lower lash line as well. If you have hooded eyes like mine, take the eyeshadow slightly above your natural crease so that you can see the color even when you open your eyes. And next I'm blending it with a small eyeshadow brush. I'm blending the color in an outward fashion towards my temple since we don't have a lot of space to work with on my eyelid. I'm gradually building the intensity of the color as per my liking. Also, the footage has gotten a little blurry here, sorry for that. Next, with some light brown eyeshadow, I am softening the harsh edges with a fluffy eyeshadow brush. With a very teeny tiny brush, I'm smudging some dark brown eyeshadow on my lower lash line, softening it further with some light brown eyeshadow. Next, I'm stamping some black eyeshadow very close to my lash line, blending it very close to the lash line. Next, I'm stamping some bronzy shimmer in the inner and outer corner of my eye, leaving the center of the lid empty because we are going to be placing a golden shimmer over there. And here also take your shimmer above your natural crease because we want to be able to see it, right? Next, I've picked a very tiny amount of the same dark brown eyeshadow and I'm blending the edges of the shimmer together with the eyeshadow. Finishing the eye makeup with Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara in the waterproof variant. Also, I've used half lashes from PAC in the number 84 and some nude kajal on my lower waterline from Mars. For the lip combo, I'm using Mars Edge of Desire lip liner in the shade Choco Butter and creamy matte lipstick from Mars in the shade Bollywood Surprise. It's a beautiful warm brown lipstick and this is the kind of shade that I've seen her acing other than classic red lips. For some finishing touches, I've added some inner corner highlight and some bronzer to my face. And of course, it is incomplete without some lip gloss on top of the lipstick and a hint of highlight on the cheekbone and a little on my nose. And this, my friends, is the finished look. I tried my best to adapt her signature makeup look to my features. Do let me know what do you all think about this look. I'm going to see you with another look. So till then, bye and take care.